Science 1031, and today's video is going to be preparing for your rabbit's spay or neuter. So the most important thing is getting your rabbit to the vet safely and having the right supplies so that they can do well after they are recovering from the surgery. So obviously you're going to need a little pet carrier such as this one, which is just by Pet Taxi, and I like to put a little fleece inside. This one just has a blue fleece with rabbits on it. When you're looking for a vet to spay or neuter your rabbit, it's really important that they don't ask you to stop feeding your rabbit. So this means that your rabbit will not fast at all because rabbits have very sensitive digestive tracts, and that can be very dangerous for them. And so another important aspect of this is that your vet should ask you to bring plenty of hay with for after the surgery. So in this plastic bag here, I just have a bunch of hay for Elsie to nibble on after he is neutered. Right in the middle there I have two bowls, one for water and one for pellets, and I also have a little bag full of pellets. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to ask my vet if I can drop him off the night before, because otherwise the morning of will get very busy, and so that is just in case they will allow me to drop him off early, so he'll have food and water for the night before. Once you bring your rabbit home from getting neutered, you'll obviously need a safe place for them to relax just for a couple of days where they can't get too active or anything like that. So here I just have this X-Pen that I zip tied a top onto, and right now all it has is some fleece on the bottom and a little igloo right there in the corner. But once Elsie is gone for his neuter, I'm also going to put his litter box in here and food and water as well. So Elsie came home last night and he is doing good. He's doing so much better than my last rabbit that I got spayed did, and I think that this vet is just so much better, and they did things so much better than my last vet did. So right now he's just in this little cage in my bedroom, so he can't hop around too much and he can't injure anything or tear the stitches out or anything like that. And I'm just going to show you what the vet gave me for aftercare and what I'm doing myself for aftercare. So here just describes what a neuter is and care instructions. And they did get his name wrong, so if you're reading that and you see Elfie, it's just because it was a pronunciation error. And I didn't correct them because I didn't really feel like there was a point to it. So they just said basically to leave him in his cage for a few days and just let him rest and things like that, and make sure to check the area for infection. And it also says what medication was sent home right here. And at the very bottom they sent a little note and said he was very sweet while he was in the hospital. So here is just a little list of all the things that we did. The first one is the neuter itself, which was only $116, which is pretty cheap considering that when I got my last rabbit spayed, it was $400 for the whole thing. And pretty much the only expensive things besides that were the medication, an injection they did before the surgery, and they did sub-Q fluids before the surgery just as a precaution. And they also did a free toenail trim while he was sedated, so that was very nice because they were getting quite long and that definitely needed to be done. So down here is just more details, and then right here at the bottom it's the total, which is actually pretty cheap considering what it could be, and it was only $168. So here I just have some things for aftercare. I didn't really need these things, but I just had them in case. This is just critical care syringes and a little e-collar. Elsie. No, he stole it. Silly bunny. Right here is Beanbag Plus, which I have used even though it's not really a necessity. Basically, I just put 1 teaspoon in his food this morning, and I'll do it every other day for this week. And then I also got these, which are just pre-measured little pain medicines, and we only got 3 of those, so he has 3 days worth, so they should last. So within 3 days he should be pretty much back to normal. He is pretty himself right now. He's just kind of a little bit tired still from the anesthesia and everything. So Elsie says thank you. all for all your kind words and wishes that he would do good with his surgery. And he is feeling all back to himself now, and he can't wait until his mom will let him out of his cage to run around some more. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Bye, guys!